Hey, what's happening, gamers? This is RRPG here, and welcome to my live stream series on World of Final Fantasy for the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita. We are going to be playing through World of Final Fantasy on the PlayStation 4, as I did get the game through the Collector's Edition, which I did show you the unboxing last week, and I gotta tell you, it was a fun unboxing. I had a lot of great times just opening that collector's edition box up, so that way I can view all the contents of what was inside. And yes, it was a great package to be had for sure. So now that it's been about a week since that last has come to pass, now it's time for me to do my live stream series, which I had promised you all. And there are, some other things that I also want to talk about too while we go through this live stream series. And truth be told, this is going to be a multi-part series. It's not going to be all in one sitting, as this is going to be done in multiple parts. But they will be long playthroughs, since, Final Fantasy games do tend to be really long in their deliveries. But that depends on World of Final Fantasy, whether or not if that game's going to be long in the overall process. But, it could be. So, without further ado, let's get started. It's been a while. It's been a long time since this game has been in development, but I am so looking forward to it. I showed you the demo not too long ago, but now it's time to experience the full game at hand. And Tosei were the ones who worked on the development of this game too. Yes, there's no save data, so we'll go ahead and we'll put in some new save data. Wonder if it's going to ask if I should transfer my demo playthrough save data. Maybe that'll give me a bonus. Turn on automatic cross-save. You can change the setting later on the title screen's config menu. Probably not, because I don't have the PlayStation Vita version. And I heard that the PlayStation Vita version has some performance issues, so that may be one that I'll actually take a look at another time, but for right now, let's just say no. There's no anime intro? Just a very basic logo with a gradient type of background. I thought there was supposed to be an anime intro, but I guess that actually comes up when we actually start the game. I suppose, anyways.
World of Final Fantasy.
World of Final Fantasy. And we can actually get some downloadable content if we want to. And you know what? Maybe I ought to take a look at that, see if we actually do have... Secret Memory. A new intervention quest is available in the girls' tea room. Get your hands on a special Cogna by mechanical designer Kunio Okawara. Okay, I'll definitely look at that. A new challenger has crashed the Coliseum. Now's your chance to imprison Miney, one of the Queen's Quacho attendants. Quacho? And Mo. And another one of the Quacho attendants. So, Miney Mo, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh. So, looks like we did learn some information about the downloadable content that we got, so... And take a look at the config settings, and looks like everything from what was shown in the demo that I did for you all looks to be, pretty much spot on. And the voice language, you can change between English and Japanese. I managed to get that through the Day 1 edition, which, the Collector's Edition actually did come with, so there you go. And everything does look to be in order, so let's start a new game. And we obtained Sephiroth's Champion Medal, and we will equip that during the actual gameplay. And Coliseum ticket for the White Chocobo, as well as the one for the Glow Moogle. Which I think those are supposed to be Miney Mo. And the Red Bonnet Berry. Could be mistaken. But, oh, I can load that. So, yes, I would like to claim my bonus. I got a Coliseum ticket for the Magitech armor. Ooh! So, the ride armor from Final Fantasy VI? Oh boy, I can't wait to get that. Magitech Armor P is what it's called. Now let's start this game up, shall we?
Prologue. Awake at last.
I'm gonna turn up the volume just a cinch.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
There's Lon's face. The brother. You definitely see Tetsuya more as designs than the character. When it comes to his characters, he's always has that androgynous appearance to their design, and you can tell that Lon looks very androgynous in his design. As well as Rain. The sister, as she's called. Near upskirt shot? Anybody? That was kind of provocative, but truth be told, you actually don't see... you can't actually get a good glimpse underneath her dress, which, you know, thank goodness for Square not being actual perverts. Even though they do tend to try to induce fan service in one way or the other, or try to pretend to, at least. I'm liking it so far. The music, the graphics, the atmosphere. It looked like a bunch of mindless zombies.
Time to wake up.
Oh, don't tell me they fell down. Oh, no. This is already grim. We're already to a grim start.
What a nap.
Is that a PlayStation 1 console on his...
I gotta get to work.
On his, Yeah, that totally was a PlayStation 1 console on that counter there. I guess this was Square's nod to how successful they were in the PlayStation era.
Boss hates when I'm late.
Yep, so we got it.
It's not like business has picked up any.
You can walk around like usual and do whatever you want. So, and of course we have the Mirage on our head, so...
Start selling sandwiches along with the coffee.
North Promenade. And one thing I do like to mention is that I do appreciate Josh Keaton as a voice actor. I think he's a really great voice for a lot of characters, like for Spider-Man, and even the young Revolver Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3. But there are some parts I do question about if his voice actually sounds perfect for, like, certain characters, you know? Kind of like for this, for instance. With him playing the role of Lon. Sometimes I just think that's not the perfect voice for him, you know? But then again, Square does have an obligation, or Square does have a priority to make sure that they bring about the best voice acting, not only for the Japanese, but for the American, or for the Western side too, so I guess I can't complain too much.
How'd she get in if no one's here yet? Good morning. I'm real sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
Huh?
The customer. That's in a crow's, by the way.
Oh, no thanks. A pint. I mean, a cup of coffee, please. Oh, and bring the whole jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
Right. That's 1 cup of Joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars.
So, Lon and Rain actually work at a coffee shop?
Has nobody made the coffee yet?
Or is it just Lon by himself?
Together, guys. I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry. Time's not an issue.
When looking at him, I bet you would probably say, "Isn't it weird that you have some cute little adorable creature on your head like that? Have you not even wondered?" Cubes of sugar. Wow. He's gonna get all jittery tonight. I guess she doesn't like her coffee bland. She needs to get it all sweetened up. I don't blame her, though. I probably would sweeten up my coffee, too, if I had the chance. Oh, and you sell muffins.
There you are! Lon!
Keep it down, Rain. How about acting your age, huh?
Hey, don't talk down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Okay. I get it already.
So,
Sorry.
they're twins and Rain is the oldest? Okay.
So, what's up?
I guess that would make sense.
All ears.
That she'd
Well, you don't
be
have to get
worried
all
about her little brother and all.
You really are all ears.
What?
You didn't even realize it.
Forget it. So, Lon, have you seen anybody this morning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I? And there's that customer.
What? Oh, hello.
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Dude!
Yeah, but... look, come with me right now.
Easy.
But I want my muffins!
Ow, 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 ow.
Why are you taking your little bro like that?
There's nobody here.
So, it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no one.
Huh?
Lon, have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
Nope.
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing. Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
You two really don't remember a thing. Would you please just answer my question? You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
And a crow. Okay. So it's not crows. Just crow. The S is silent. Good to know.
Okay, well, we woke up to a ghost town this morning. Maybe you know why? Yes, you're quite alone. But you always have been. Huh? This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing I've heard.
You're telling me.
Don't worry. Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere.
Wait a minute. The world's ended?
I've been checking up on you two. Until now, you were nothing but blank stares. So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me. So, now that you're awake, we've got a story to tell. Which brings us to... Tama, right here!
Who the hog put this thing on my head?
Yeah, I did try to mention it before.
Yeah.
Take it from here. I'll go on ahead and link up a path. You the got it! Huh? Hey, you can't just leave.
Gotta pay for your coffee, ma'am.
Salutations! The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind?
Of course.
Now I see why Anna Crow is just about ready to throw in the towel.
We're not allowed to be confused.
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
I thought you were upset
Let's
too.
start the over. I'll make us some the coffee.
Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this, Rain?
Chill the out. You live the much longer.
Yeah, Lon. You shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress.
Oh, would you like some sugar?
The
Thanks
like.
for you, right, Lon?
Huh?
I'm good with just one.
No.
Okay, I'll have to go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee.
Dang cup of coffee. I'm not sure if this game has some mild language to it, since it is an E+10 type of game.
That's correct. Those the marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles.
Miracles? Our arms can do that?
Dude.
How
Dude.
could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were masters of them. Powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the answer to you
Could you please stop using the word "the" and have a hyphen towards the word that you're actually trying to say? That's kind of annoying, Tama.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So, we could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages?
Well, that's what I've heard.
From who?
What do you mean? In a crow that told me, of course. But enough the reminiscing. I've got to teach you two to use mirages again.
What? How's that?
First off, I'm going to present you with my very own Prismarium.
So what does it do?
With this Prismarium, the mirage inside becomes yours. And you can make it do the anything and the everything you command. So let's try it right now in glorious combat.
Wait.
So let's try it not to say the when you're trying to actually speak. Ooh. Powerful gauntlet. So yeah, the Prismariums are the
Hey, go
be-
ahead and throw some attacks out there.
are the beasts that are actually fighting at your side. So kind of think of this like Final Fantasy meets Pokemon in a way.
You automatically gain a little bit of AP each the time your turn comes around in battle. The amount of AP you need depends on what you're trying to do. So make sure you use them wisely.
So make the sure you actually just shut up, please, Tama. Anyway, active time battles. So we got the traditional battle system going on here. Get ready, it's battle time. Characters take turns based on agility. The faster a character, the sooner they get to act. See that long, thin bar? Each face represents a different character. When a character's icon reaches the top of the bar, they can select the action to perform. You can use the right analog stick to switch between characters who are ready to act. Okay. And assigning button shortcuts to abilities, so the actions you take in battle are called abilities. Abilities are mapped to circle, triangle, square, and cross. Just press a button to use that ability. A target is chosen for you automatically, so you can speed through combat simply and easily with these shortcuts. Okay. Abilities are assigned to buttons automatically in the order you learn them, but you can also customize your shortcuts via the game menu. Find the setup that works best for you. At least this game is actually speaking very fluently and not with the word "the" and a hyphen after that to get to the actual word that the person is trying to say. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to the do it? Oh gosh, this character... Oh, I am not going to get used to this character anyway whatsoever. I hope he or she does not rub off on me. Okay, so action points. Certain commands like magic and other abilities cost AP, or action points, to use. Characters recover AP when their turns come around, or by successfully exploiting enemy weaknesses. The more powerful the command, the more AP it requires. Most mirages have weaknesses you can exploit for bonus damage and AP. Discovering them will give you a huge advantage, so don't be afraid to try things out. Sure. Most certainly. Most certainly. Yeah, that's what you get for saying the with the hyphen in the actual word you're trying to say. But you can also see here we can switch back to the classic type of battle system, which is probably the one I'm going to be using the most because I actually do like it, how you can actually plan your tactics out and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we'll just go with that. So, we have Foxfire and we have Libra, so we can actually view information about our targets. So, let's go ahead and induce fire damage on Urugu. And let's switch to the... And we don't have any abilities for our own, so we'll just stick to doing the traditional attacks. Ouch. Alright, Lon. Finish off this little critter.
I then knew that you had talent.
I then knew that you had talent. I knew you had talent. There are 3 battle modes, active, semi-active, and wait. In active mode, time keeps flowing regardless of whether or not you input commands. Battles move quickly and without interruption. In wait mode, time stops until you input a command for the character whose turn is up. This gives you a chance to carefully consider each action. You can change your battle mode settings via the config menu. If you find active mode too challenging, try sticking with wait mode until you have grown more accustomed to combat. And yes, that's the one that we're going to be sticking with the most during this playthrough is on wait mode, because active mode, I just really don't like that, as I really like to set my commands. You know, if this game has a new game plus feature, which I think it does, then we'll switch to then maybe that'll be a good time for me to switch to active mode. And hi Zeri, Griffin, welcome to the live stream. You're the first one to actually make it on here, so I definitely welcome you to watching this live stream, dude. In the classic battle menu, here's another useful tip. During battle, press L1 to open a more complete list of commands. To some of you, this classic menu style may look very familiar. Why, yes, it most certainly does. There are some commands, for example, items, that can be selected from this full menu. If you chose an active mode, time continues to flow while the menu is open, so be careful. One last thing, you can pick and choose your targets when using the full menu. This comes in handy when you want more control over the fight. Well, yeah, I would definitely like control. Thank you very much.
That ought to do it.
Huh, we actually do get to get some experience, but none of them leveled up to level 2. That's sad. And we're just 1 experience point short from doing that. But we did obtain 7 gil, and we have 107 gil on us right now. So it looks like grinding for money is going to be quite a daunting task, if I do say so myself.
The 2 of you were unsurpassed. No, the Mirage could stand up to you.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, seriously.
It's hard to
Dude,
believe.
seriously.
I'm sure it is. As far as I can tell, you two have lost everything. All the memories and experience you've ever accumulated.
Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out. Huh? So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected.
Unaffected?
Listen, let me show you something.
Ugh. Still, Tama, you are already giving me a headache with your speech. Speak properly! Even though that's not gonna happen, but, you know.
Lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them.
Oh.
But even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay. So, like...
You're saying whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Correct. And if you keep on gathering mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
Huh? guess. It does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh, yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
Yeah, we'll journey. And we'll save our progress, so that was the prologue. And I'm pretty sure that's when the anime intro is going to queue up. After this. I hope, anyways.
Chapter 1.
Nope.
Land of the Lilican.
Land of the Lilican. The Wellspring Woods.
So, this must be Grimoire. What?
What? You look like such a little dweeb.
Oh, I know! We look ridiculous!
Don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Inna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our
One word to describe Lon?
Way to find the silver lining.
Awesome. Whereas Rain, just more of the traditional worrying type, if you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we can transform between Lilican and Giants, which I did show in the demo. In Grimoire, the smaller people are called Lilican, and the taller people are called Giants. The twins can switch freely between these forms. To change Rain, press L1 and circle. To change Lon, press L1 and square. Okay? Although you're free to strut around as either size, you will start combat in your current form, so it's never a bad idea to have stacks set up for both situations. And tapping into the tip jar. The tips you see in these panels are never out of reach. You can view them again by selecting the tip jar from the game menu. In fact, you might even notice Inna Crow has slipped a few extra tidbits in there that don't appear during the course of the game, so remember to check the tip jar every now and then. Okay.
I guess we should head straight down this path?
It's the only direction we can go. Think you can manage to not get lost? You know, just this once?
What? I'm not gonna get lost. Yet?
Yet. Let's go ahead and check out that tip jar. So we do learn things about tips and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, looks like everything we knew from before is pretty much gonna be there. So, the items that we have, battle items, prisms, so we got a Urugu prism, which, you know, Tama is a part of, and any key items, so yeah, we got the Coliseum tickets for the Prismariums that we can get, or the prisms. Okay, but I assume that we're going to have to find our way towards a store, you know, towards a town or whatever, to find a Coliseum to where we can actually get those things. So, let's just go down the path. So, yeah, when we're playing this game, looks like Lon's going to be the main character to control as. And hey, there's a little chocobo there.
Oh, hello. I spy another mirage.
That is called a Choco Chick.
The Choco
What are you
Chick.
waiting for? Go on and imprison the it.
Okay.
Imprison the it? Just say imprisonment! Oh, jeez. Reminds me of how annoying Tipo is in Tales of Exilia. Although a great game, but Tipo was just annoying as all heck.
So what now?
Quit!
You're going to need this.
It looks sort of like a prismarium. What is it?
Or
That's
Quee!
called a prism. Use it to make the Choco Chick's Prismarium. Every time you find a new the Mirage you haven't seen before, it'll be recorded in Inna Crow's special Mirage manual.
Whoa! Does it even have pictures?
You the betcha. And then whenever you add a new mirage to the manual, you receive one of its prisms. But only the first time, mind you. Okay, first, try the weakening the Choco Chip, then use your prism.
Okay, so imprisoning mirages. It's like you're trying to say imprison, but it's imprism. In order to imprison a mirage, you'll need an empty prism compatible with that mirage. But there's some good news. Inacrow will provide you with your first compatible prism whenever you encounter a new mirage. Huh? Why doesn't Inacrow just fork over the whole lot of them right now? Come on, where's the fun in that? Besides, she doesn't do bulk orders. Don't worry, you'll be able to befriend almost every mirage you meet, eventually. But be sure to take the time to get to know the friends you have before looking for new ones. Oh, why, of course. And all about prismariums. Once a prism holds a mirage, it is known as a prismarium. A mirage's prismarium allows you to use the mirage in battle. If you look closely at a prismarium, you can see a miniature world inside. They're like snow globes. But be nice and don't try to shake them. Yeah, easier said than done, unless a Flan gets a bad habit of himself to actually shake it. So to recap, you start with an empty prism. Imprisoning a mirage in the prism turns into a prismarium. The prismarium lets you add a mirage to your stacks and use it in battle. Even if you fail to imprison a mirage, you won't lose the prism, so there's no need to hold back. Good luck! Okay. So, there's more. Mirage data and the Libra ability. If you press options during battle, a window will open containing info on the mirages you are facing. And with the Libra ability, you can see more detailed information. You can switch between mirages with L1 and R1. Then, of course, we get the element and status ailment symbols, so each mirage is strong or weak against certain elements and status ailments, and we need to learn to identify the following symbols when looking at mirage data. Of course, there's fire, ice, thunder, wind, water, earth, light, and dark. Okay, fair enough. And the status ailments, there's poison, confusion, sleep, blindness, oblivion. Oblivion? Wouldn't that be the same as confusion? Or there must be some sort of different purpose. Anyway, berserk, slow, and death? And if we see the two arrows just kind of splitting apart from one another, that nullifies elemental attacks. Or if we see the two arrows that are kind of getting closer together, that means we or they can absorb elemental attacks. Okay. Now, in addition to status ailments, characters sometimes undergo other positive and negative changes in battle. These are usually triggered by abilities and are sometimes represented by the following symbols. There's stun, which I guess you would be... I guess that would stop you from actually taking a turn, or it restarts your ATB gauge all the way down at the bottom until it refills up again, if it was growing. Then there's protect, shell, reflect, regen, regen to regenerate your health. Haste, bravery, I guess bravery is to increase your strength, whereas faith increases your magic, and of course there's KO. And of course, the strength actually, strength, magic, accuracy, defense, magic, defense, and evasion are all represented by the symbols right there and the color coding that is represented. And hi there, I might be Mike. How are you doing today? And what do you mean it's silence? I do have the live stream, on and active, so that way I'm talking to you guys. Or unless if you're talking about the capture card, then yes, I can definitely see where you're talking about. But then again, I do need the capture card down so that way we can actually listen to what's going on. Okay, so we just automatically used Libra to get information about the Choco Chick. And use physical attacks to create a Prismunity. Or Prismtunity. Wait, Prismtunity? Requires a Choco Chick prism. Okay. And we can actually see the elemental resistances it has. It looks like it's pretty weak towards ice and lightning. No, darkness. And it's pretty resistant to the elements of sleep, oblivion, or what was that one? Oh, hell, I don't know. And time. Or, slowness or whatever. But it's not immune towards berserk or death. berserk, or death. Okay. So, looks like we're done with that, so it's time for us to actually put this Chocochick back in its place.
There! A Prismtunity! Use the Imprism command to claim that mirage for your own. Go on! The Select the Imprism command!
The select!
You have to try different things before certain mirages will let down their guard and to give you a chance to imprison them. Think the outside of the box.
I wonder who did the voice of Tama. Probably had a hard time trying to say the word the and adding the hyphen that connects to the word that he or she is actually trying to say. If that's the case, then wow. So, creating a Prismtunity. You can't just walk up to mirages and imprison them. To collect a mirage, you need to knock it into the Prismtunity state first. Mirages won't let their guard down forever, so don't miss a Prismtunity when it arrives. And sometimes all you need to create a Prismtunity is a big, heavy club. But the brute force approach doesn't always work. Try putting the club down and thinking outside the box. Prismtunity requirements vary from mirage to mirage, but Libra can often provide you with a good hint. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I hope you all are enjoying the live stream. Hope you all can hear the live stream very well, too. Anyway, let's capture Chocochick. Alright, Chocochick belongs to us!
Hey, look! You did it! Now that the Chocochick is inside the Prismarium, it's yours to the keep!
Yeah!
Predictable.
Alright, we got a level up for both Tama and Lon, as well as Rain. Though they all leveled up to level 2. But we didn't get any Gil in that battle. Sadly. And then we have befriended a new Mirage, and Chocochick's stats seem to be pretty low. But we imprisoned a Potion and Gissel Greens, and a little Chocobo that loves to waddle around. These feathery friends love to headbutt things. This is fine because a Chocobo's eggshell never cracks twice. Okay. And use physical attacks to create... Oh, of course. And main habitats are the Wellspring Woods, so... And I guess there's another too. And we can view its abilities. Of course, we start off with the regular Chocochick commands, but then it will upgrade to Chocobo, and I think to Chocobo King, if it's at its highest level. Like I said, this game does borrow a lot heavily from Pokemon in terms of the grinding and the evolution stasis. And I guess that is to be true. And yeah, it looks like everything except for magic defense and hit points are pretty low, but agility is pretty high. But then I guess that would make sense because Chocobos are fast creatures that have a lot of agility attached to them. Just use the default. We'll just keep it as Chocochick. So yeah, everything looks good. Whee!
Cool! I can see the Chocochick running around in the Prismarium.
Pretty the neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Chocochick on your head? Here, watch, I'll just show you.
Oh, now I get it. So when I saw you perched on Lon's head back in Ninewood Hills, that's what you call stacking.
Yep, that's the right. While I'm up to here, I get to take it nice and easy.
Is that stacking or slacking?
When you create a stack, the HP of everyone in the stack gets added together. Like they say, strength in the numbers.
Oh, so it's like combining into a super robot.
Better yet, your magic and other abilities have the potential to change too. It all depends on how your stack is configured.
Huh? Oh, I don't need any action figures when I get to blast out super attacks like a super robot.
Well, just be careful. Stacking doesn't make you invincible. Some of the enemy attacks have the power to unstack you.
In other words, bye-bye super robot, so to speak.
Yowzers. It does sound like bad news.
It's true that we are individually the weaker when we're unstacked, but look on the brighter side. Since we each get our own turn in battle, we can use the extra moves to have one member attack and another to heal. It can be very helpful. Depending on the situation, you might even decide to unstack yourselves by choice. Think carefully and choose the best setup for the job.
So, when Lon says that he thinks it's cool that he becomes a super robot of some sort because of all the Lillykins, stacking on top of his head, something tells me that he's a big fan of mecha anime and tokusatsu, meaning that his favorite franchises are Mobile Suit Gundam, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider, and Super Sentai. I think that's the case, but, I'm just throwing that out there as a possibility of what he likes. Anyway, so where am I at? Should I stack? When you stack the Mirages, the stats such as hit points of all the stack members are combined. Your abilities may also transform. Stacking with the right buddy can give you access to new and powerful skills and magic. You're always more powerful in the stack than you are fighting apart, but there is one downside. Weaknesses are also shared among the whole stack, which you can get into trouble. Okay. And we can also set up our stacks in the menu. Use the stack setup screen in the game menu to choose which Mirages will fight alongside you. Or is it on top of you? You should set up stacks for both your forms, Lillikin and Giant. That way you're ready to battle no matter what size you're using to explore. Okay. A stack can be up to 3 members high. There is one simple rule. Smaller goes on top of bigger. Try it out, and you'll get the hang of it in no time. And get wise about Mirage sizes. Lon, Rain, and the Mirages are assigned sizes, small, medium, and large. If your stacks in your stacks, L goes to the bottom, M goes in the middle, and S goes to the top. Easy, right? Yeah, very easy. When Rain and Lon are L-sized giants, Mirages will always stack above them. But when the twins are M-sized Lillikin, things get a little more crazy. Suddenly, they can ride on top of L-sized Mirages and put S-sized Mirages on top of their heads at the same time. Okay. Yeah, and we pretty much learned all that from the demo we played.
Size and Lillikin size. Depending on your size, you can make different stacks. You won't be allowed to put big things on top of the small things when creating a stack. So, to get on top of a Mirage, you need to be in Lillikin form. The best way to learn is to try it once you've rounded up a few more Mirages. You'll pick it up in no time.
Okay, so let's go ahead and set up our stack here. And we'll go ahead and we'll put Choco-Chick on top of you. That way we'll give you an increase in strength and magic. And everything seems to be okay for Lon right now, so go ahead and put Choco-Chick on top of you too. Okay. So, got it. So everything seems pretty standard with where we're at in terms of our, settings in both Lillikin and Giant form. So, anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, I'm getting a vibe of playing Final Fantasy X and yeah, hopefully not Final Fantasy 13, since there was no towns in that game. No wonder people call it just Final Hallway 13, right?
Look closely. This may appear to be a wall, but it's actually a gimme golem.
Is this a Mirage too?
Not in the traditional sense of the word, but you'll see these pests all over Grimoire. And unless you give them what they want, they'll give you a hard time and block the way.
Hard the time.
What is it they want?
It really depends on the gimme golem. So the first thing you'll have to do is examine it.
Like I said, who voiced Tama, they must have had a hard time trying to say the word the, then add the hyphen to the word that they're actually trying to say. I'm pretty sure they couldn't even get away from that verb tick after recording, right? But anyway, let's see what this gimme golem has to say.
Gimme!
You see a luster leaf reflected in its eye.
So where do we find that?
That Choco-Chick you just imprisoned ought to be able to track down what we need. But first things the first, you're going to have to unlock the right ability on the Choco-Chick's Mirage board.
Okay, so using Mirage boards to power up. Each Mirage has its own Mirage board, a special chart that's packed with new powers and potential. Ability stat boosts. Each space on the board holds a new surprise. You can unlock the spaces using the skill points, or SP, your Mirages earn when they level up. Some spaces on the Mirage boards cannot be unlocked until you meet special conditions, but with a little work, they're all within reach. Okay. And support ability, Stroll. Mirages that have learned the Stroll ability will appear alongside Rain and Lon in the field, so you can explore Grimoire together. If you are accompanied by multiple Mirages with the Stroll ability, you can cycle between them with the left and right D-pad buttons. Sometimes strolling Mirages will discover useful items. Try bringing different Mirages to different places. You might be surprised by what they find. Oh yeah, absolutely. So, let's go ahead and look at the Mirage board for Chocochick. Joyride, Blank Space. What about the big one? Metal Salvo, Body Slam. There's Joyride right there. So yeah, and Transfiguration, so I guess that's the transform ability to an extent. Okay, so looks like we got 3 skill points, so which one is going to allow us the Stroll ability? That's what I want to know. Blank Space. Slightly raises strength. So, how are we supposed to actually, you know... Oh, jeez. Or actually, we just need to start in this form. Okay. Alright, now that makes sense. So we learned Stroll, Ram. So it looks like we're going to be able to learn the first 3 abilities, so... Wait, what? So you need 4 of those? Well, I guess we'll just learn these 2 abilities right now. But seriously, I wanted to learn Cure. Doggone it. But hey, we got those 2 abilities, so we'll do that, and we'll upgrade Tama as well. Since he or she has his... Okay, so it has his or her own abilities, but we can slightly raise HP if we want to, or we can slightly raise our accuracy. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the hit points. So hit point plus. So we learn a bit more, or we have a bit more hit points that we can actually use for Lon here. So when combined together, they should have more, so.
Hey, the Choco Chicks come...
Okay, so we want to check here for the item that we're needing.
Something.
So we found the luster leaf inside those bushes, so that was easy peasy lemon squeezy right there.
Yay! You found it! Now, try examining the Gimme Golem one more of the time.
Now, if I had to guess,
Found something.
who is sounding, Ama there, if I had to guess, I think that's actually the voice of Sandy Fox. And if you don't remember who Sandy Fox is, she played the voice of Princess Filet in Brave Fencer Musashi, and is the current voice of Chibiusa, Sailor Chibi Moon, in the Viz Media dubs, Western redub of Sailor Moon, or in the American redub, that is. She's the current voice of Chibiusa right now. So that's who it is.
Gimme, gimme!
You see a luster leaf reflected in its eye. So let's give it the luster leaf so we can move forward. It's so happy it went into the ground, so it's going back into the pits of Tartarus.
That's so cool. I guess the Choco Chick found us just the item we needed.
Yep. With the help of a Mirage or the 2, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And Mirage boards are for much the more than unlocking abilities. You can also use them to change your Mirages into new and the powerful forms. So be sure to keep on the leveling up and working on your Mirage boards. Pretty soon you'll be bouncing and the trouncing across Grimoire like a pair of the pros.
And Sandy Fox actually also did the voice of Mew from Tales of the Abyss, so, you know, I can definitely see the likeliness of having a little familiar or a little, avatar that's right next to you. Kind of like how Mew was with Luke von Fabra in Tales of the Abyss, the main protagonist. But, let's continue. And, let's go grab this treasure chest. Can we actually get in more battles? Because I do find it strange that we're not fighting a lot of fights at this moment in time. We probably can.
So, Tama, I noticed mirages disappear when we defeat them. Why is that?
Most of the mirages you see in Grimoire don't actually technically belong in this world. And so, when one of you guys gives them the old KO, they can't maintain their presence here anymore. They fizzle that out and go back to their own worlds.
Huh. Wait. Now, that's weird. Who was it that told me all this before? Ugh, it's like right there on the tip of my tongue.
Again, seems like Square has a really good knack for making their characters have memory loss and they don't know what it is, but they just act normal.
This is called a Mercrift. Inside, you're the likely to find mirages that are, shall we say...
Mirages? Oh man, let's go catch them.
So, these look like to be the boss battles, huh? Oh, yes! There is one that we can actually fight.
This one's not very cute.
Mercrifts, scary but true. Mercrifts are home to strange, rare, and usually very dangerous mirages. If you want to explore one, make sure that you're fully prepared before diving in. And most Mercrifts will be too tough for you to handle when you first find them. If you do end up getting whomped, come back later, after you've gotten a bit stronger. Okay, that's good to know, so they don't immediately leave right away.
Why did you... Now what do we do? I tried to tell you. Inside Mercrifts, you're likely to find mirages that are the strong and dangerous.
You tried to tell us. Try a little harder, please.
Yep, so looks like we're gonna find this and we're probably gonna get whomped, but chances are we'll probably actually win this. But we will need to use the Libra ability, for sure. Oh, Sutton. So let's go to abilities. Maybe if we can actually attack it first. Let's go ahead and use the Libra. It's unimprisonable, displaying mirage information. So it's resistant towards lightning, water, and darkness attacks. So, no, but it's not immune to darkness attacks. But it's very resistant towards all the ailments. Wow. Yep, we're gonna get whomped. Yeah. We need to get out of here. Can we escape?
I can't get away.
Oh no, we can't even escape. I guess this is part of the story. Ew. The party has fallen.
Ow.
Oh no. Did you two die already?
What? I died? But that's... no way.
Maybe it's true. That mirage in the Mercrift did kinda...
Well, I'm still alive.
Yes. That's because someone intervened, right at the moment of your demise, and made it so the battle never happened.
Wow, you can really do that?
Of course. Although Tom is the one who does it.
That's the right. I have the power to rewind time a little, and then to whisk you to safety. Although, it costs me a life to do it, so I hope you don't mind if I rest for a little the while afterwards.
A life?
You might not believe it, but I've actually got multiple lives. Back there, I had to sacrifice one of those lives to turn back time and to save you.
Ooh.
You see, this girl with the ribbon that showed up in my dreams. She's the one who taught me how to do it.
That makes zero sense and kind of freaks me out, but Tama, I'm impressed.
Thanks!
But don't use
just
it too
so you
much.
know, I can only use my powers to protect the two of you specifically. And only if you lose a fight, like what happened to you in the Mercrift. Yeah. And I can always recover my lives if you stay here and let me rest a spell. So, don't forget to give me a breather before I run out of second the chances.
Dude, you got it. Say no more. Rest yourself silly.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tama. We really owe you one. Especially Lon, who didn't have the good sense to listen before diving in.
Reckless as all heck. When the party has fallen, when the entire party is defeated, Tama will whisk everyone back to the safety of Ninewood Hills. There is no penalty, but you will have to fight your way back to where you were. Be careful though, if you're inside the threshold of a powerful mirage, Tama won't be able to save you. It's game over. Oh, I see.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, if you mean our new guest, she claims to have gotten herself lost. Go say hello. She's quite the character.
Okay.
The real
Where'd she
question
go?
is how she got here from the outside world when it's no easy trick.
Oh, that's
She
over
must
by
have
where I
experience
was.
crossing between planes.
So I guess we can only talk to it when we're in this form? You know what? Let's go ahead and examine this, and we'll save our progress here, and we'll continue. So this place is called Silver Park. Oh, I like the how they word that.
So, she's over at North Promenade.
Promenade, okay. So I guess we better meet this girl while we're in the Lilican forms, huh?
Oh, wow. She's so tiny. Is she, what's the word again? Lilican?
Yeah, Lilican.
Chocobocolina! Oh. Hello, and how are you?
Good. More or less.
You know, what a nice, quiet place.
Oh,
So who are the you?
Oh, you can call me Choco Latte.
Choco Latte.
I seem to have washed up here like a soggy yellow feather in a storm.
Huh?
I do have this funny knack for winding up in strange places.
Cool.
All right! Care to shop? I've got the goods. Chocoboco Ching!
I can't help but feel that I'm actually listening to Kaitlyn Glass voicing this character. If she is voicing Choco Latte, then I'm surprised at myself. And I probably should research that. Anyway, not at this time. The Choco Latte Mart. Choco Latte has a habit of picking up all sorts of strange items. These items can be yours if you're ready to fork over enough of Grimoire's currency, which is known as Gil. The Choco Latte Mart's selection is always improving, so when you visit Ninewood Hills, don't miss the opportunity to stop by and see what's in stock. Okay. Okay, so Potion is very self-explanatory, and Phoenix Down is also self-explanatory. It revives KO'd allies and restores a small amount of hit points. Antidotes removes poison. Eye drops removes blindness. Rememberbs removes oblivion. Okay, and Pick Me Up removes sleep. Smelling Salts removes confusion. Wobble Stopper completely stabilizes a wobbling stack. And Poison Fangs, and sometimes inflicts poison. Dream Powder sometimes inflicts sleep. Loco Weed sometimes inflicts confusion. Flash Bomb sometimes inflicts blindness. War Gong sometimes inflicts berserk. Lethean Chime sometimes inflicts oblivion. Okay, so yeah, everything is pretty self-explanatory there, but we don't have enough funds on us at hand, so we're just gonna leave everything as is for right now.
Slow down. What kind of operation is this?
It's called a shop, dear. You're in luck. I find all kinds of stuff as I bounce from point A to point Q. I'm your Choco connection.
Okay, so
Hey, are you ready to head back to Grimoire?
I guess North Promenade is going to be our little HUD world.
Shoulder yourself, Seraphie! I didn't know it was you!
You had it coming. You know, when you awakened, you should have woke me up, too. I don't remember raising you to be such a selfish self-poop.
A selfish selfer poop. If Nintendo Capri-san heard this, I'm pretty sure he would bring an in-the-bathroom counter with him.
AKA Seraphie.
So we are met by Seraphie, the Wind Pixie.
Mongering and, let's see. Oh, I'm good at hoarding things. Yep.
Hoarding?
Hoarding. Why do you think I'm here? You must have tons of prismariums. More than you can handle, right?
Well, we're still working on it.
Uh-huh. You'll have scads of them before long. You're gonna need a place to unload.
Yeah, they are kind of bulky.
Well, who's got you covered? This pixie right here. Enacro made me a special prism case that lets me keep all your prismariums safe. Just plonk the ones you don't need in and yoink the ones you do need out. All plonking and yoinking must be performed within the confines of 9 Wood Hills or from an alternate location with a suitably strong connection. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions may apply.
Now try and saying that 5 times
I'm
fast.
not sure I caught every single word, but I guess I agree.
Oh yeah, this prismarium belongs to one of my tribe. Treat it with the same boundless love and affection you feel for me.
Okay.
Seraphie's kind of a special the case.
Okay, storing mirages in the prism case. Enacro has entrusted Seraphie with a prism case that automatically stores all the prismariums you collect. You can use it to select which mirages you take with you on your adventures. The prism case is also where you are permitted to transfig your mirages. Talk about a handy contraption. Seraphie keeps the prism case in 9 Wood Hills. You can access it by talking to her directly, but the case is also at your disposal in Grimoire. Just select it from the menu at gates or safe crystals. Okay. Good to know. So we obtained the Seraphone. And Seraphones. The Seraphone is a special device you can use to call Seraphie and access your prism case remotely. Seraphie is not too keen on leaving 9 Wood Hills, but thanks to the Seraphone, you can still swap the mirages while out on the go. Just keep in mind that each Seraphone can only be used once, but because Seraphie doesn't feel like getting off her because your data security is important, of course. Okay. And we now have a Sylph Prismarium. And we befriended a new Mirage. And it's a tiny pixie that makes its home in forests and other places of natural beauty. The Sylphs are good friends of Seraphie. In fact, she sometimes meets up with them to play cards and gossip. So be sure to treat them with the same boundless affection Seraphie expects you to feel for her. Okay. So I'm pretty much going to give that to Rain. It looks like we know about all the abilities in Sylph's regular form, so I guess this is supposed to be a reference to Sylph from Final Fantasy IV, one of Rydia's summons. Since Rydia is in this game. And just use the default, so yeah, everything looks good. So let's go ahead and set up the stack. We'll probably do that for when you're in this mode. Well, can't do it. But I guess we can, but, ooh. It does reduce magic, but it improves magic defense, so since we do have a lot of magic, I'm gonna increase the magic defense right there. But we will keep Chocochek in that form. So, I think we're all good. So it's time for us to head back to Silver Park.
Anyway, I think you should be able to manage on your own from here.
You mean you're the leaving us?
Yes, you handle things now.
Oh, okay. I will.
It's cool. I'll lock this place down tighter than a Marlboro's bottle of mouthwash. That's a Seraphy guarantee.
Huh? But where are you going now?
Oh, well. Somewhere
What
else,
do you
of course.
mean?
Yeah, that's not exactly very helpful.
Some...
Look, we really need to ask you so many things. No, you'll figure it out. I can't do everything for you now. Everything? But you've barely done anything. Besides, every world has its own rules. Like water dousing fire, and light banishing darkness.
I think that's just called science.
Well, I designed mine to be so completely unbreakable that even I can't undo them.
Undo what?
The rules.
You're bad at explaining.
You're saying you can't help because that violates the rules of the world or something? Exactly.
But why is that? I mean, come on. Just who do you think you are?
Me? Oh, well... I'm God.
What?
Hasta la vista.
She's gone.
But she's God.
I
Dude.
can't necessarily rule it out, but for somebody calling the cosmic shots, she seems kind of sub-benevolent.
Well, that's Anna Crow for you, so get used to it.
So, she really is God?
Beats me. Anna Crow is Anna Crow, wouldn't you say?
Pretty the much.
Thanks for clearing it up.
Okay, speeding up conversation. Are you the impatient type? Here's a fun little trick. During cutscenes, you can hold R1 to quickly speed through the conversation. Oh, not good enough for you? Then you can always press options, then press triangle to skip the scene altogether. Of course, if you start skipping scenes with abandon, it won't be long before you have zero idea what's going on in the story. But then again, if this is your second trip through Grimoire, you may want to get right down to business. You've always got the adventure log to fall back on. Okay. But we're pretty much just going to be watching through the cutscenes while we go through this, so that way we don't miss out on what we're trying to view. Or trying to figure out what's going on, that is. Okay, it's time for us to make our way back to Grimoire. So, let's go ahead and travel. We'll go back to Wellspring Woods. Changing leaders. Press R1 to toggle which character you control. It doesn't have to be Lon for the long haul or Rain always taking the reins. Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The character in the lead has no effect on combat, so feel free to use this feature just for fun. Okay.
Well, that certainly cost us a chunk of time.
And whose fault is that?
Oh, yeah.
I want names. Well, you'll get names after we fight this little, critter here. Then, this little tip, speeding up battles. Tired of the grind? Then here are a few tips you're sure to like. Hold R1 during battle to fast forward and make time fly, like a speeding Tama. You can also enable auto battle mode with a single press of the little touchpad, at the top of the controller. In this mode, the party continues fighting without any input from you. A few words of warning, though. When playing in active mode, time continues to flow while you choose your commands, which means enemies will keep attacking while you fast forward. Also, in auto battle mode, party members merely repeat the last commands you gave them. They don't make choices for you, so keep an eye on the action, okay? And targeting with the basic menu. When using the basic menu, enemies are targeted automatically for you. However, you can always override this and use the left and right D-pad buttons to manually select a target. Okay? Do we have what we need to actually capture this little guy? Let's go ahead and use the Libra command to see if we can actually capture this Moo. A physical attack to create... And do we have ourselves a Mew Prism? Or a Moo Prism? I don't think we do. Well, it doesn't always hurt to try and attack it first. Ouch! See if we can try to imprison it now, if we have it. Hey, we got the Moo on our side. Nice.
That was a good fight.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah. Got 20 experience points, and it looks like Choco Chick's gonna get... Nope, Choco Chick does not get the level up, nor does Sylph. Okay. But then again, I guess the number of experience points reduces because of so many party members in our party at this time. Okay, so... Moo, a cute little forest animal, or at least that's what it wants you to think. Then pow! A tail punch to the jaw. This mirage has nothing to do with the legendary continent. May or may not squeak moo when upset. Okay. Abilities. Okay, so I guess the Moo is supposed to actually transfigure into Carbuncle because of the ruby light and shining ruby that shows up at the far right, so I guess that's its final evolution. But hey, I'll take it. Moo! Or mew! Experience. The experience you earn in battle is split between all participating party members. Mirages that are accompanying you but didn't fight in the battle still receive a flat 8% of the total experience earned. However, mirages in your prism case get nothing, so make sure to bring mirages along with you if you're trying to make them stronger. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I want names.
You want names, huh? I assume we're going to be needing to grind here for some time until we actually get strong enough to actually capture that behemoth Prismarium. So, Rain has a dagger while Lon has a gauntlet. I guess that means that Lon is the martial artist type? Possibly? Quay!
Yeah!
Victory!
Hey, Choco Chick leveled up, finally. We did get some good experience there, so this may be a good place for us to grind at least a couple levels. And we got some Gissel Greens and some more Gil obtained. Very nice. Let's go to the Mirage board and see if we can actually level up Choco Chick's Mirage board. Holy. Probably not, since, yeah. And that's a blank space. We can learn custom abilities. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. But I guess we gain one skill point every level we get. I hope that increases drastically. But let's just hope for the best. And there's that Merc Rift over there again, so we'll come over there as soon as we grind ourselves a little bit. So anyway, now that we're at a leeway to where I can, you know, since we're in the battles and we're trying to grind ourselves, let me go ahead and talk about, you know, some things that I kind of want to address. Especially when it comes to my Final Fantasy retrospective. I had somebody who asked me about my retrospective on whether or not if the stuff that I actually that I mentioned in the scripts that I actually read off are actually things that I scripted myself, or if I actually use some things from like the Wikipedia pages, whether it be the regular Wikipedia or Final Fantasy Wiki. And truth be told, some, if not, I would say most of the information that I get for the games and like the development history and the, you know, some special tidbits actually did come from wiki pages, like Final Fantasy Wiki and Wikipedia. But then again, I don't actually quote everything verbatim within the wiki pages at 100%. But I actually do manage to, you know, kind of throw in my own wording from time to time when I write the scripts, or when I type out the scripts. I do tend to put in my own wording, so that way I'm not copying off the pages at 100%. But, you know, it's not like I'm intentionally trying to copy off of them per se, but it's just that, you know, since I really don't have any contacts within Square Enix, since I'm not in the industry or anything like that, you know, you kind of have to, you're kind of limited with what you have as your sources and all, so it kind of makes it hard for you to actually try and get really good information about certain things that you want to know about. So you kind of have to play it by ear with trying to figure out, you know, what happened in the game or what happens during development and that kind of stuff. And you may want to share those tidbits of information in order to try and get those things what you actually want to actually, you know, actually be said during the whole time. So yeah, I just wanted to address that real quick. So some of the, yeah, I mean, some, if not most of the information actually do come from the wiki pages, whereas some of the others that I actually, you know, I try to word them myself, so that way they're not actually being copied off verbatim. So don't let you think that I'm like this guy who knows every single little detail about those games, because in actuality I don't know every single detail about what happened like during development or what things happened outside of development and that kind of stuff. So yeah, you'll just have to bear with me with the you know, with the stuff that I actually learn or I actually side off when I'm trying to when I'm going through the whole episodes when I work on them. But I just wanted to give you just a little tidbit of what goes on during the whole process. But yeah, I do appreciate the concern and comment that the person left for me. So yeah, I felt that was a good thing to actually just learn, you know, kind of just address for myself. So if any of you, you know, have any questions about, you know, some things that I actually work with during the, you know, the Final Fantasy retrospective, then be sure to actually leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will try to answer your questions from time to time. And maybe someday I'll actually do a Q&A or something, and then I'll, you know, answer some things that, you know, you were trying to actually learn from me about how I go in working on the episodes and all that. So, yeah, definitely be sure to ask me whenever you get a chance of you know, of some things that you might wonder for yourself. How, you know, like, how did Double RPG actually work in all those things at once? Or how did he know this information, that kind of stuff? So, yeah, it doesn't always hurt to ask. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and address that really quick, as I said, so. And, you know, it was very good to address that, too. And I kind of feel ashamed of myself not addressing that sooner or later.
That was a good fight.
That wasn't so bad.
I hope everyone is still enjoying the live stream, even though there's only one person watching. That person is me, because I'm, you know, needing to watch the comments and all. So. And I guess I'm really not that popular enough for people to watch, you know, I see a slow, steady slew of people actually watching my streams and all. But then again, a lot of people might actually be working or, you know, doing their own things, so they probably won't have time to actually be watching and all. And, you know, if they got priorities in their life, then, hey, that's stuff they gotta take care of, right? But you can always watch this as it's archived.
Victory!
Victory indeed. But I want to keep fighting double stacks or whatever. So that way we can increase our levels faster, because I think we will need to increase our levels a little bit in order to fight off against the behemoth inside that Merc Rift. But yeah, when looking at this game, like I said in the demo, it looks so colorful, and the music is very grand. But then you gotta expect that from Masashi Hamauzu, who always has this this ambient type of motif when working on the music for the games that he's assigned to. Whee!
Yeah.
All right!
And notice that the Gil counter is very low, too, so hopefully it'll get bigger as we keep going. And it usually does with every Final Fantasy game you play, that the counter will actually get, for the Gil you obtain will actually grow exponentially. Finding another Moo. Moo. Move over.
Oh yeah!
Alright, we got 206 gil added to our funds there. I don't think we've even showed off the Sephiroth summon yet. And I think I even learned that George Newbern is the voice of Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children and Crisis Core and Dissidia Final Fantasy does not reprise his role for the Lillican form of Sephiroth in this game, which I find that to be very sad because it would have been nice to hear him at least once before he puts in his full time and effort with voicing Sephiroth in the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
That was a good fight.
Victory!
Alright, both Tama and Lon leveled up to 3. Okay. I should see an increase in their stats right there. Hopefully. Let's go ahead to Tama's Mirage board and see if anything can level up for him or her. It's a something. Okay, so we can't level up anything because we need one more skill point to raise up either accuracy or strength. And probably strength is what I want to go for next. So, nothing. Go ahead and use a potion on at least this stack and this stack too. So, we actually have 3 potions left, and what do the Gissel Greens do? Every Chocobo's favorite food, so I guess Gissel Greens actually have something to do when you're in the battle mode for either the Choco-Chick or the Chocobos that you either have as Mirage forms or Prismarium forms or Prism forms or whatever, or when you're fighting off against those as random enemies. I don't know. And for those of you who are wondering, this game uses the Orochi 3 engine. It's an engine that's designed by Silicon Studio. Whee! Dead Choco-Chick. Let's use the Ram ability. Yeah, it's pretty low there, too. So, let's use Foxfire. Go, Shippo! Use Foxfire! Inuyasha reference, by the way.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah! Alright, both Rain and Choco-Chick level up to level 3 as well. Yeah, I think I'll either get to level 4 or level 5 before we try to proceed to that Merc Rift if we can. But chances are we probably will have to come back to that Merc Rift at some point. So let's go to Choco-Chick's board and see if there's anything new that this little critter can learn. Nope. Oh, well, at least we can go to the blank space, but I'm not worried about it at this time because I want to get the Cure ability. So that way, if we lose hit points, we can actually restore what we have. So, leave it at that. And when looking at the character models for the ones that are actually done by Tetsuya Nomura, you can actually get a Kingdom Hearts vibe for some of these characters, too. When just looking at them, that is. And speaking of which, I think it was also mentioned last week that Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series, wearing his Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance attire, is actually going to be making an appearance as a champion summon DLC at some point. So this game doesn't seem to be restricted to only just Final Fantasy characters, as it seems like main characters from Kingdom Hearts are actually going to make an appearance somewhat, or it's just Sora as just like a fan service type of deal, since, you know, Kingdom Hearts is also developed by Square Enix. But hey, I thought that was pretty cool. And also, how'd you guys like that announcement about Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 being in one single disc? So that on the PlayStation 4, nonetheless. So that means we're getting the entire collection of all the Kingdom Hearts games and whatever cinematic movies that they have for the PlayStation 4. Because we also have HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue coming about a couple months before HD 1.5 and 2.5 release on the PlayStation 4. So, yeah. Thought that was actually pretty awesome to learn about that.
That ought to do it.
Predictable.
Predictable. Yeah, we'll stick to level 4 and then we'll head back. But yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to take care of that Merc Rift unless if Tama asks us to. But we're probably gonna need to grind our characters a little bit before we can actually obtain that thing. Okay, so go ahead and use the ability Foxfire, at least on you, since you have the most hit points. Yeah, you dead, Squirrel, now. You dead, Squirrel! Or dead Moo. Uh-oh. Oh well, I guess we can do that. I forgot we can defend with the X button.
No trouble at all.
Okie dokie, artichoke. That looks all pretty good.
Here we go!
Alright, a couple more Chocochicks to fight. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll use Foxfire again, but use it on the other Chocochick. That's a dead Chocochick right there. Dead Chocochick. Well, we better probably stop saying dead Chocochick or else we'll get PETA on our rear ends. We don't need any Animal Protection Agency trying to get off our hind ends or whatever. Or giving us grief. These Lillican forms of the characters are just so adorable. I think I even mentioned that too in the demo, just how cute they are to look as they look chibi size for what they are.
Dude, it's on.
Oh, it's on. It's on like some copywritten catchphrase by Nintendo, even though this is particularly not a Nintendo game per se. Whee! Haha. Oh, you missed. Oh, and speaking of which, the episode of the Rift Table Arcade, the second part of the episode that I did with my friend Fighter Cows and, of course, Carlio41 and the Bad Gamer on our roundtable discussion on the Nintendo Switch is up on the Game Riffers' own YouTube channel, so if you have not done so already, be sure to check out the Game Riffers' YouTube channel for episode 50, where we take on part 2 of our roundtable discussion on the Nintendo Switch. And hopefully you will like it for what it is. So, yeah, definitely go check it out if you haven't, because it pretty much finishes up everything that we have to talk about. And we talk about some other tidbits, as well as the thing that we actually found are the most positive about the reveal trailer and our biggest concern, and what one game we actually want to see on the Switch. So we end off our discussion in style. We killed a moo. It committed seppuku, not seppuku. Or seppuku, or whatever it's called. Oh well. And when you're looking at the character Lon, he does bear a strong resemblance to Roxas, whereas Rain actually bears a strong resemblance to Naminé. Not Kairi, but Naminé, for that fact. I guess it was Tetsuya Nomura's intention to actually make those characters a bit more... give them a bit more limelight, since they weren't that limelighted very much in the Kingdom Hearts series, as much as, like, Sora and Kairi. Which, you know, I particularly don't mind.
We did it!
Oh yeah!
Aw yeah! Lon is the most athletic, as he always does backflips, like Scott Hamilton, whenever he gets a victory, so he's gonna get himself a gold medal!
Okay, here we go.
I won't hold back.
Ouch. Well, we killed another moo.
Victory!
Victory is mine! But still, no level 4. Yet. Hopefully it's not too long. And then we'll get out of this place. And whatever you do, there... Tama, don't ask us to fight the Behemoth in Murkrift right away. We'll come back for it eventually. So yeah, it seems like things are going slow here for at least this first part. And you know, that's understandable too, since we just started out playing this game. Haha. Oh, would have liked it if you didn't punch us. You are no one-punch man there, Moo. Use the Foxfire ability on you. And you know what? Let's use the Ram ability on you. What? You dodged that? Even though you're about to be dead squirrel. You're about to be roadkill. There we go.
Oh yeah!
Aw yeah! Okay, we have our level up for both Tama and Lon, so very good. We have 359 gil. Still, we're not doing that well with the gil count right now. But we did get some level ups in. So... Mirage boards for Tama. See if we... Still nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we did get something now, so we learned Strength Plus. So, we did want to learn that. Or at least learn one of the two. And we'll raise our accuracy more once we keep going. Go ahead. You know what? Why don't we just go ahead and move forward and then... Oh, wait a minute.
Lon, don't touch it this
Yeah.
time.
I know. But could we see all this stuff before?
Now that you've fought that thing the once, you can see all its information. And if you happen to know some Libra magic, you can peep at its data before you even jump in. Very good thing to keep in the mind.
Yes, very good thing. So, we'll definitely want to come back here much later to actually grab this thing.
Why Why are you repeating it? And just for my sake?
Yeah, I'm very curious to know that too. But, you know, might as well learn everything we need to know there, buddy boy. But we'll get out of these woods. We'll leave the behemoth alone and just move forward.
Here we go!
So, another moo.
We got this.
Hey, we criticaled its butt.
No trouble at all.
All right!
Very good. And Rain manages to level up to level 4. And Choco Chick is very close to leveling up too. And the others at the bottom are not even close to leveling up yet, because we haven't even utilized them that much in combat. You know, I think we were pretty much going to grind both Lon and Rain to 100%, or at level 100, if we're going to try to grind all the other, you know. Okay, here we have the intro. There's that one guy, the creative producer and character designer. Tetsuya Nomura, I know. And the image illustrator, Yoshitaka Amano, of course. So I guess with at least one person's somewhat involvement, or at least one of the original founders' somewhat involvement, whether it be Yoshitaka Amano or Nobuo Uematsu having some involvement in some of the later games in some capacity, I guess there's at least, you know, some hope that we'll actually see a good game actually come out of this, or come out of those, when it comes to Final Fantasy, or at least a Square Enix game in general. But I still have hope for Final Fantasy 15 doing fine by itself. That Bahamut? Magitech armor. Need some champions to fight that thing. Yeah. There we go. We got some good friends that can help us. Well, I don't know about Lightning, but everybody else, yeah, they're pretty okay. Or they're pretty awesome, I meant to say. Too bad the Lillican forms of the Final Fantasy characters can't become giant forms like the others. You know, like those two. Kenji Hashimoto, the producer of this game.
Chapter 2. Foretold by Prophecy.
Foretold by Prophecy. I wonder how many chapters there are for this game. And yeah, we're out of the
Hey,
woods.
sis, is that a town over there at the end of the bridge?
Yeah, and I don't know why, but something about it takes me back.
We gonna ride a train? Yes, we are. So, the Cactar conductor is going to be our guide.
So, you think we're supposed to get on?
Absolutely aboard!
Oh, dude!
Oh, dude! Are you related to the Prinny somehow there, Lon? Because they say dude quite a lot. The Cactuar Express, giant car.
Oh, hey sis, let's park it here.
Sure.
Hi. They're so tiny.
Whoa, pluck my needles. I don't know how long it's been since we've had new passengers.
Huh?
Right, tickets, please.
Cactuar conductor. Yep, Cactuar's gonna be involved somehow.
A mirage?
What? It talks?
Oh, I indeedly needly am a mirage. But I'm also the train conductor, so... tickets, please.
The conductor? Alright. If Tama can talk, then why not?
But the train tickets that we need...
Right here.
Right the hell?
Right the how?
Wow.
This game's
Say
got some
like
witty
my
dialogue.
glasses, eh? Haven't feasted my eyes on one of these in a swell spell. Right then. Pleasant journey.
Oh,
Where
absolutely.
did those tickets come from?
In a crowmate shore, I was provided with everything we could ever need. Yep.
Okay then.
So why a semi-lifetime pass? And not a lifetime one?
That is a good question. Obtain the semi-lifetime passes. Okay. We actually get to meet some of our Final Fantasy champions. Cactuar doesn't even look that prickly for a cactus. It looks like... he looks like one of those little dolls or stuffed dolls that you actually could carry around with you. Ah, Cornelia! The kingdom from the first Final Fantasy game. Alright, so do we actually get to meet Warrior of Light and Princess Sarah here?
Wow. This place rules.
Yeah, it's like something right out of a fantasy.
Hey, Tama, why don't you hitch a ride?
Roger the Dodger.
Pardon.
Huh?
If I may ask, would you be kind enough to tell me what country you hail from?
Oh, us? We're,
Mirage is from the Bahamutian army!
Bahamutian army? So, looks like Bahamut is the antagonist.
Bahamu? What's a Bahama?
Well, the Bahamutian Federation has a
The
whole army of
Bahamutian. So, Bahamut.
someone's made a whole army out of them?
Sounds just fine by me.
I just call him Bahamut.
Nice and neat for us. So
It's like saying, you say tomato, I say tomato, right?
Come on.
Is that supposed to be Princess Sarah in disguise of a, villager? Wouldn't be surprised if it was.
all right, you Bahamus. What's your beef, huh?
You even make it sound like they're made of beef.
Yeah, Lon. Don't you know what's at stake?
Oh! Oh, what a pun. Okay, so these are goblins. Okay. And we can't capture the goblins. At least that's what I think. Well, let's defeat the... Oh, it's resistant. Okay. Goblin Punch, which, that is actually a Goblin's, basic spell that we could actually learn if we are a blue mage. Get one goblin down. One more down, one to go. Yeah. Those goblin enemies are easy as roast beef.
Gotcha. Imprison.
We can't imprison it. Yep.
Whoa! What the? What just happened? Why wasn't I able to imprison that mirage?
Didn't you see the light that's surrounding it? That means it's the beholden to another keeper.
Ah.
The what? BO? They smell?
What?
No! What I mean is, the mirage already has another the master.
Wow.
So until you give their boss the old he
Very witty writing.
you want the
I'll give it that
beholden
much.
for yourself.
Okay, unimprisonable mirages. Some mirages already belong to another master. If you look carefully, you can see the chains holding their souls captive. Unfortunately, these mirages cannot be imprisoned, no matter how hard you try. Defeating a mirage master will break its chains, allowing you to imprison it. The problem, of course, is finding the master. Very true.
Fire whoever wrote that little hook in.
Ron, Ixnay on the fourth wall stuff.
Giants.
Oh, whoops.
Are they Bahamutian soldiers?
But they drove the mirages off for us.
It's just like the prophecy, word for word.
But which one?
Ixnay on the fourth wall breaking.
Please, may I speak with you?
Sure.
Oh, wow. Very funny. Game does have funny writing.
The two of you. You've traveled here from another world.
Oh, well, I mean...
Actually, I think you're pretty much spot on. And we're Mirage Keepers, too.
But Ron, don't tell her.
Why not? Face it, we're too awesome to try and hide it. I'm like exuding all over.
Lon, you don't even know what exude means.
There is someone who would like to have a word with you. Could you possibly stop by Castle Cornelia?
So let's find this Casa Cornelius place. Doesn't Casa mean up? It's gotta be higher up.
Well, you
Casa means house, if you know Spanish or your Latin language, since, you know,
That woman must be important if she's inviting us to
if
the
the
castle.
Final Fantasy series has Latin overtones, you're supposed to know what that means. Anyway, we come to the castle.
What's up, guys? Nice armor.
Leave them alone, please.
What's up? What's up, guys? Nice armor. Yep, I figured as much.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to the Kingdom of Cornelia. I am Princess Sarah.
Princess Sarah, the princess from Final Fantasy 1.
Wait, you're like a princess?
We had no idea. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry Lon acted like such a royal idiot.
I'm not royal.
Oh, and I'm his older sister, Rain. It's an honor.
Please forgive the ruse. At first, I suspected that you might be agents sent here by Bahamut. I was wrong. You stood up bravely against their mirages and kept our town safe. All of Cornelia thanks you.
Oh, I wouldn't say we were that brave. Really.
Stop, you're so modest.
Jeez.
Still, the fact of the matter is, we didn't do anything all that outstanding.
Yeah, we're more the in-standing types.
Huh? I'm pretty sure that in-standing
In-standing.
isn't actual the word.
Oh, forgive me. It's just so hard to believe that you two are the stuff of prophecies.
Prophecies? Oh, that's right. I think I heard the townsfolk going on about some kind of prophecy too.
Oh, I am sorry. If you will permit me, I will explain it from the beginning. You see, Cornelia is an unfederated state midway up Grimoire.
Unfederated?
Yes. Let me explain that as well. The majority of Grimoire's countries and municipalities have annexed themselves to the Bahamutian Federation under the rule of Brandalis, the Herald King. Cornelia, however, has continued to maintain its sovereignty. The Federation has made attempts to erode this stance countless times, but we have held our ground, and now Bahamut has taken to armed provocation.
You mean like that Mirage attack before?
Yes.
So where does this prophecy factor in?
The Azure Prophecy speaks of a divergence. When time begins its march anew, they shall return as visitors. Giants from the hills of a world not our own. Upon
Oh,
growth,
that picture
they
in
will
the stained
return
glass, that's
divergent
from the
futures.
first Final Fantasy, with the you know, the main title screen after you completed Chaos Shrine and going up on that bridge.
Giants may reek to futures?
Reek, huh? Oh, man! Tama, this prophecy's about you!
What are you even talking about? There's nothing wrong with the way I smell! You big the dummy!
Well, at least I'm dumber than you!
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm afraid there's just no hope for them. So, the giants from the hills, as in Ninewood Hills? I guess it's one of those believe what you want to things, but yeah, so far, it does seem to match up. Do you mind if I ask you a slightly awkward question? If this Federation is really so terrible, why have so many countries agreed to become members?
Most of the Mirages in Grimoire, not all, but certainly most of them, are now firmly under the Federation's control. With such a powerful army behind them, citizens can go about their lives without fearing the Mirages that still roam free.
Dude, they control that many Mirages? Seriously?
Yes! Dude?
Dude? Whoa!
Vandalis's Herald Lieutenant.
So he actually managed to get Her Highness to actually say, dude. Wow. I never knew the princess was so hip.
So there was a Queen of the Keepers? Sounds like she was pretty powerful.
Yes, but that was more than a century ago.
So, sorry for the string of dumb questions, but if the Federation can guarantee that kind of absolute protection, wouldn't it be worthwhile to take them up on their offer?
It may seem wise, but you see, membership in the Federation involves following their laws, and adoption of a heinous creed. It chills me, right to the marrow of my bones.
That bad?
Yes. I beg you, see for yourselves. Once you have done so, well, you will understand.
All right then.
Now then, may I ask what the two of you intend to do next?
Well, whatever's going on out there, the only thing we can do right now is just keep rounding up more Mirages, am I right?
Oh?
Apparently, at one time we commanded a whole legion of them. But somehow, we lost them along with our memories. So, we're hoping by getting the Mirages back, we might stumble on some clues about our past.
That's right. So if Mirages like those goblins are bugging you, we can lay down the smack.
Lay down the what?
I think what he's trying to say is we'll help you out, or at least in the best way
Lon,
we know
I
how.
like you already, man.
Wonderful. You have my thanks. Mine and all Cornelia's.
Still, if we're going to be any help, don't you think we need to beef up our arsenal first? 'Cause we can't put up much of a fight without some strong Mirages.
Good point. Princess, do you know of any nearby places where strong Mirages live?
Certainly. If you travel to the northeast of Cornelia, you'll find the Nether Nebula, a network of caverns inhabited by many wild Mirages.
Ooh, nice.
Not at all. Savage Mirages have been sighted in the nebula. You may well end up dead.
Aw,
That's cool.
that's
If you
cool.
insist upon going, then please take the utmost caution.
He will, Your Highness. Otherwise, he's gonna be extremely sorry.
Wait a minute, why just me? What did I do?
Well, we got to meet Princess Cornelia. Or Princess Sarah of the Kingdom of Cornelia. Sorry, not Corneria, that's in Star Fox. But still, he's influencing the princess to be hip with the way he speaks. You can actually tell that Lon is more the laid-back type. More the city boy, laid-back type. And I think that's pretty funny.
Looks like we'll need to wind our way down to reach the exit.
Seems that way. What a funny way to build a town.
Oh, it's not that strange to the people of Grimoire. Hey, while we're here, why don't we ask around town and to see what we can find out?
Might not be a bad idea.
Well, as I live and breathe, I've been around for quite a long time, but I've never in my life seen a giant who wasn't part of the Bahamutian army.
Bahamutian army. I just say Bahamut. Bahamustian. But I guess it would make sense why they would say Bahamutian army. And you could tell that that lady who we visited at those steps before, that was the princess. But just acting as a regular villager.
What am I gonna do? Oh, say, you wouldn't happen to be the giants from the hills by any chance, would you? You see, there's a situation I'm dealing with where I could really use your assistance, since you must know Mirages so well.
Sure.
Could I trouble you to please bring me an earth hammer?
Earth hammer.
If you could, I would be forever in your debt.
Okay, so deliver one earth hammer. So, best helm in the realm. Okay.
Thank you again for doing this.
Oh, absolutely. Now we just need to find the earth hammer, but where are we gonna find one?
So giants really can make themselves big or small whenever they want.
If I became a giant, could I make myself big or small too?
Well, I'm pretty sure you could.
If we cooperated with other powerful countries, those Federation goons probably wouldn't attack us anymore. Come to think of it, our neighbors in Saronia also stand against the Federation.
Saronia.
And if we joined forces with another country, we'd just become even more obvious targets. Makes it tough for the princess to reach out. I wonder if there aren't any powerful countries or organizations out there.
Still, he managed to get a princess to talk all hip like that.
So the giants from the hills weren't just a legend after all. Wowzers! That would mean, according to the prophecy... who cares about prophecies? The important thing is, wowzers!
Wowzers. You're like Inspector Gadget, but instead of saying wowzers, you say wowzers, dude.
You have to marvel at the princess's stubbornness. After all, joining the Federation would guarantee her kingdom's safety and prosperity.
No.
Of course, you won't catch me going along with the Federation either. That's the whole reason I left my hometown to come here.
Yeah, you may want to stay in this town, lady.
Many people who stand opposed to the Federation have abandoned their hometowns and fled here to Cornelia. Do you think that could be the reason that the Bahamutian army has become so much more aggressive lately?
It's possible.
You know what I can't wrap my head around?
Yeah, because you have a basket on your head, dude.
Along with those Federation types.
That's why you can't wrap your head around.
Trust what they have to say.
Oh. Event.
Huh? What's this thing?
Oh, I was hoping a path might link me up here.
Hey, Tama!
So I guess this leads us back to Ninetail Hills. Or whatever that hill place is. Or Ninewood Hills.
Back in Ninewood Hills?
You see, the gate here doesn't connect to just the area. All throughout Grimoire, you'll find places. Save the locations that lead back here. Open the way to come and to go as you please.
And
Okay.
how exactly do we do that?
You already saw. Just walk up to the right place, and that's all it takes.
Okay.
But surely a means of transportation that handy must come with a catch?
No, the catch. You can use the gate as little or much as you like.
Okay.
What's more, time in here and time in Grimoire, they don't both flow at the same speed. So whatever crisis is going down, you can put it on hold and kick back here till you're ready.
Okay, that seems fair enough.
It's like magic!
Yeah, really irresponsible magic.
I don't know about irresponsible, but just magic in general.
We'll call it the Super Porta Party.
Are you kidding? That name definitely gets an F.
Oh,
He deserves an H.
An H! But grades only go down to F!
the Super Porto Party.
Read all about it.
What do you want here, Seraphie?
In case you're wondering, you can use the prism case anywhere you find one of these gates.
Oh, I think I would get it now. Gates are what you meant when you talked about a strong connection.
Huh? Oh, right. That's the gist of it.
How about having old-style humor, too, like you would find in Western cartoons, like an old man just saying, "Jumpin' Jehoshaphat's!" That actually would get the comedy across a lot better. I mean, even Hideki Kamiya does that with his games every now and then, especially what he did for The Wonderful 101 back in 2013. Anyway, throughout Grimoire, you will find shining gates like the one you see here. Approaching a gate will connect it to the main gate in Ninewood Hills. Once it's linked up, you can use the gate to travel anywhere you've already been. Exit gates are special one-way doors for leaving dungeons, so they're not accessible from the main gate in Ninewood Hills. Okay. And the adventure log. As you progress through the story, a chronicle of your travels is recorded in the game's menu adventure log. If you haven't dropped by Grimoire in a while, that is a great way to catch up. Select mini ventures? Really? Select mini ventures to have a peek at quests and errands you've undertaken. Naturally, you want to stop and check your progress, but you can also collect quest rewards here too. Okay. I assume that's where we will actually get the Sephiroth summon, champion summon?
To the Nether Nebula.
Let's check the adventure log real quick. Yeah, so the story so far. So we need an Earth Hammer, but where do we find it at? Okay, a Cornelian soldier is in a bind, and an Earth Hammer is what's needed to bang his way out of it. Bring him an Earth Hammer so he can fix his dented helmet. I guess it's gonna be located inside of that Nether Nebula. But let's head back to, let's return back to Ninewood Hills and actually check out the twins' room. If we know where it is. So you can see that Rain is pretty much the one who worries about her brother.
Just as the llamas you included in your lineup. Speaking of the which, I have that ability too. So if you always want your adorable Tama at your side, keep me in your lineup, okay?
Okay. Well, let's check out the twins' room, okay? Okay, so there's gotta be something we can actually view. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, there's the PlayStation console look-alike right there. So we can select information like mirages and even who's who and that kind of stuff. So the Urugu we can actually obtain on our own. And looks like there's 210 mirages we can actually collect in game if we can. And we completed 2 of them. So, yeah, this game, in a sense, is kind of like Pokemon. Who's who? Dude. So, yeah, it even says the character voices. Yeah, like Josh Keaton voices Lon here. Markings on his left arm. Dude! Okay, so, and here we have Rain. And she's voiced by Amanda Layton. Anna Crows is voiced by Cassandra Morris. Cassandra Morris, she was the voice of... who did she voice again? I know she voiced someone very important. Oh, I think she voiced Lynn in Xenoblade Chronicles X. If memory serves me correctly. No, Lisa K. Jennings. Okay, so I thought it was Sandy Fox actually voicing the character. Okay, so never mind then. But Seraphy, Nancy Sullivan, okay. Princess Sarah is voiced by Brooke Leons. Kind of almost sounded like Tara Platt there for a second. About Chocolate. Julie Nathanson. Okay, so it wasn't Kaitlyn Glass. Shoko Chick, Melissa Fawn, okay. The Cactuar Conductor, Andrew Morris. Sephiroth. Wait, so we can't? Oh, wow. Interesting. So we can't actually view him since he's just only DLC. Minigames. Okay, so it looks like there's 4 minigames in this game. And do we have something where we can actually view our treasures and all?
Need something, Lon?
And And hey, look, there's Kate Sith and big, huge mini-mog that's on the bed there. From Final Fantasy VII. Outfits for themselves. Don't want to leave yet. Want to actually... We don't have any items that you can actually view inside this place? Are you for real? We don't have any items? I guess we don't have Sephiroth available yet, so... I guess there's really nothing much we can do here at Ninewood Hills.
That face! Oh, I hate walking everywhere. I can read you like a book.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, I know a lazy slacker when I see one.
Hey!
What's up?
Oh, just some news you may find of interest. It'll blow your little minds. Why? Because you will never believe this.
Well, tell us.
Yeah?
All throughout Ninewood Hills, I have staked out some windways.
Windways?
Windways.
Steak! Now that you mention it, I'm starving. Have you got anything else tasty on the menu?
Oh, sure. Here you are. Might I recommend today's special, the Sahagin soup?
We'll never get to the point if you egg them on like that!
Oh.
Huh? You want eggs?
Ah.
Fried? Sunny side up?
All we've got is scrambled.
Just tell us about the windways!
Oh, gosh.
Oh, those...
Jeez.
They're just shortcuts.
Talk about no sense of humor there, Rain.
You get to zip around...
Gotta be a bit more like your brother.
One of those gooey doohickeys. Yep.
I don't think you're allowed to go there.
So what if the food's a little gooey? I'll still eat it.
We are not talking about food!
Oh. Wait, I get it. All that business about steak, that was a pun. Nice one, Lon.
Yep. I'm sure Chugga Conroy would love that guy immensely.
I realized something just now. We can never leave Lon and Seraphie alone together.
Nothing good could come of it.
Okay, using windways. Press square anywhere in Ninewood Hills to open a list of shortcuts. You can use these windways to quickly warp around town. Okay, so... you know, it's like when you're in a town for a game with the basic premise that you can't even travel around in towns, but you can actually select which parts of town you want to travel between. I mean, it's kind of like in Trails of Cold Steel, the Legend of Heroes game, where, you know, you're at the university you start out in as your character, and you can actually warp between different places within the university that you want to be at. Or it's kind of like in Xenoblade Chronicles, where you want to warp at the specific parts you want, but you have to visit them first. So it's kind of like that. Okay, good to know. And I think we're about ready to go back to Grimoire. Since Ninewood Hills is pretty vague and just barren without life. Okay, let's go inside the portal. Scotty! Teleport us! In towns, we'll go back to Cornelia. Or Cornelia. Where, like I said, you say tomato, I say tomato, right? So now to the Nether Nebula. But where are we gonna find our Earth Hammer? Whee!
Chocobo feathers! You scared me! You're not with the Bahamutian army, are you? You see, the Bahamutian soldiers are all giants like you.
I wonder.
Did you know that train is used to carry wood from the forest? Not only
Or
that,
is Bahamut being controlled by somebody else?
too.
It is possible there's a twist there somewhere. Hey, look! There's a pot on your head, so we have a pot head here. Ha! See what I did there? So we got a basket head, now we got a pot head. You should be taken to jail, you know? You shouldn't be smoking pot! Ooh. Okay, so save crystals, yeah, we already learned about them at first, but we never did get an official explanation. Save crystals from form naturally in dangerous places throughout Grimoire. In addition to restoring your hit points and ability points, they allow you to save your progress and access the Prism Gate. Save crystals are places of peace and safety. When you see one, remember to save your progress, because you never know what dangers lie around the next corner. Oh, good to know. Can we actually visit the chocobos there? No, we cannot. We need to circle around. Okay, let's talk to you.
If you get poisoned in battle, the toxins will gradually drain your HP. Make sure you deal with poison early by using an antidote.
Okay.
Here, this one's for you.
Alright, so we get one antidote to help us. Sure, we'll take it. So we're gonna go in the Cornelia region. Do we actually hear the world map music from Final Fantasy?
Chapter 3. Old acquaintances.
Really? We're in the next chapter already? So using the map, so pressing that touchpad at the top will actually display the map and our surroundings. Not only does the map help you get your bearings, it also lists your destination, the location of gates and save crystals, and even includes a list of mirages you've discovered nearby. You unlock each map as soon as you enter an area. Oh, okay. So yeah, we're in the Cornelia region.
Hustle and rustle a little mirage muscle.
Just don't hustle so much that you get yourself lost, okay? I might just leave you there.
When's the last time I got...
Don't push it.
Okay.
Still, your sister has no sense of humor, Lon, but she does have a point.
Wow, the air here is so clean.
I was kind of hoping we'd actually hear the world map music from the original Final Fantasy.
Right?
But no, it's just the world map of Grimoire.
You're a Yahoo!
No, Rain, you need to shout for it to work. Yahoo!
From the Nether Nebula. So it was that close, huh? Will we meet Warrior of Light inside this dungeon? I hope. I hope our first boss is not... I hope our first boss is not Garland. And that there's the exit.
Careful. The mirages in here are a lot stronger than any you faced before.
Yeah, let's not mess around in the Never Nebba thinganabob.
Nether Nebula. Do you think you can do something about that habit of forgetting the name of virtually everything?
Oh, here's another gate.
That's the right. Gates that usually turn up in towns or at the start of most mirage-infested areas. You never have to travel far to visit a place you've been. Whenever you want to get from point the A to point the B, just use the gate as a handy little shortcut.
A shortcut, huh?
So, like, if we wanted to go back to Cornelia right this instant, we could just take this gate back to Ninewood Hills, then we can take the gate from there to Cornelia. You see? All in all, it makes for a pretty short shortcut.
Yeah! If it were hair, you'd have to call it... You'd have to
Call it a buzz cut!
Okay.
What Lon said. Libra Mirajewel. So Mirajewels add to your arsenal. Mirajewels are made by extracting your Mirage's abilities and crystallizing them into gemstones that impart those same abilities to Rain and Lon. As the twins fulfill certain conditions like raising their levels, they unlock more Mirajewel slots. Eventually, they'll be able to equip up to 8 Mirajewels apiece. Okay. Equipping Mirajewels. When Rain and Lon equip Mirajewels, they temporarily gain those abilities. If you got a stack you like, but need just one more piece to unlock a more powerful ability, Mirajewels are a great way to make up the difference. You can unlock Mirajewels on Mirage boards or find them in treasure chests. Okay. That seems like a good thing to have. So, go ahead and equip one on Rain right now. So I guess we need to be at certain levels in order to actually get, actually equip the more Mirajewels. And of course, Doga's Artifact and Une's Mirror are key items we'll actually need to unlock the 7th and 8th, the Mirajewel pieces. Or, what? Well equipped allows use this ability. Okay, so let's give it to Rain right now. And that water is not edible. New mirages. Okay. So, we want to use the ability of Libra. A mini golem and a mandragora, huh? Obtain their empty prisms. Okay, let's see here. Use physical attacks to create a prism tunity. It requires a mini golem prism. So, yeah, a mini golem right there. So I guess if we attack it... Well... At least we tried to hurt it. But hopefully we can actually get them. But who knows? Abilities, Libra. Let's learn about the Mandragora a little bit. And it has 163 hit points, and we can use physical attacks to create a Prismunity on it too. So, okay, so a Prismunity has been created for it. Now, can we actually grab it? Ouch! Critical hit. Way critical of you, dude. Okay, so imprison that one, if we can. Ah. Please tell me we can try it again. Alright. It's ours for the keeping. So we got the imprisoning was successful for that one. Ouch. I'm gonna have to hit you. Okay, now it's time to capture you. Ah! Fail. Hopefully, we can try to capture you again. Because we weaken you quite immensely, so you shouldn't be that hard to capture. Yes! It's ours now. Good.
We did it!
Good job. 140 experience. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be sticking in here for quite a while. Till we can actually get them at a good level. So we befriended the Mandragora and even the Mini Golem. Use default. Looks good. So that's 4 out of 210 of them. We can actually learn more about their stats later. We'll just be quick about it.
Man, I love a good adventure. Come on, sis. Let's follow this rabbit hole as far as it goes.
Yeah, fine. Just behave yourself.
Always worried about our little brother. But he has a good heart. You should at least
Let's go.
acknowledge him for that and not be such a worrywart at all times. Okay. So, let's use the Ram ability on the Mini Golem. That wasn't much. Ability, Foxfire. Surprised you can't actually do that for more than one enemy. I guess it is possible, but you just need the proper tool or the proper ability to actually attack multiple enemies at once with magic. They might be stronger than us, but we can fight back. Yes!
No trouble at all.
Alright, the Mandragora and Mini Golem leveled up as well. I like it. I like it a lot. Quite a lot, I say. Yeah, we'll definitely be grinding here for quite some time before we can actually make any progress. Okay, let's see. Oh, ability points. Okay. Oh, ability points. Okay, but what about skill points? Go back to the Mirage boards. Dokuchek can't learn anything else at this time. Yeah, not until it levels up another. Okay, but at least we can try to level up the Mandragora with abilities and, such. Leaf Dagger, okay. We'll learn you, and we'll learn the Leaf Dagger ability. Okay. I'm happy with what I have right now. So, let's do the Mini Golem. Looks like Mini Golem only has one form, and my gosh, it has a lot that we can actually see on the screen. We can learn Body Slam, Blank Space, and oh man, we can only learn one ability, so Body Slam it is. Wrestle for me, little critter. Okay. Okay, so let's continue on here. Are we gonna see Warrior of Light inside this place? Most likely will.
This dungeon is way more dungeony than I thought.
Dungeony.
Did you know that originally, dungeon referred to the biggest tower in a castle? It's what they called the castle keep.
How long has it been since I've heard Rain go off on one of her educational rants? She must be pretty upset.
Why is that?
The more upset she gets, the more she tries to cover it up by spouting random trivia.
You know where the word trivia comes from?
There she goes again.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good right now, Rain, so, just, keep a tight lip on that. Ooh! New Mirages. Okay. But first things first, let's go ahead and, attack them first. And then we'll see if we can try to get those middle-sized ones in our party. If we can, then hooray for us. Miss. Oh, you missed. Alright. It's gonna try and gaze at us, but it doesn't really do that much damage. But yeah, so far I'm really liking this. I really like the battle system and just the how it gives off that nostalgic and just classic feeling of the series. A copper gnome and a floating eye, okay? Okay, so 203 hit points, so once per battle, reduce the Mirage's HP to create a prism tunity. Requires a copper gnome prism, okay? And it's a medium-sized one, so let's attack it. Okay, so we got it weakened. Ouch. Let's capture it. Prism it. Imprism. Yes! It's ours! We got it! Woohoo! So the Imprism was successful. Let's go ahead and use the Foxfire ability on it. Weaken it. Now, what about the Floating Eye? I bet we can learn its abilities from Juan, since Tama actually has the Libra ability on him, or her, or it, whatever it is. Oh, wait a minute. So, I guess whenever it loses its party members, then that's when the Prism Tunity actually comes into effect? I guess. Aw, damn. Thought we could capture it. I assume that's what's going on for this game right at this second. So, try it again. Yes! It's been captured. Gotta catch 'em all! Alright.
Yeah!
Good work. Oh, man, a lot of experience points, and looks like a good few of them actually leveled up. Good. And we got a Wobble Stopper, and we befriended a Copper Gnome, which is a medium-type enemy. Or a medium-type Mirage, I meant. And composed almost entirely of copper, this metal with the metal takes pride in its tough hide. It is incredibly satisfying to face one of these and shout, "Meow, see? Or, meow, see? You'll never take me alive, Copper! Meow!" So, yeah. I see what you did there. You make the Copper Gnome sound gangster. If you got that reference, then congratulations. You are old! Yep. Making reference to 1920s or 1930s gangster movies. Or even ones that took place in the past during like the times of the Industrial Revolution or somewhere in the early 1900s, like The Godfather. At least I think it was in the early 1900s, somewhere around there. And we got the Floating Eye, a winged eyeball that slings magic. Pro tip for keeping yourself awake at night. Try to visualize its heart and brain gasplurging around in here. Gasplurging? Never heard of that. I probably don't want to know what that means, either. Okay, since, let's go ahead and actually do the stack setup. And we'll actually do the stack setup while we're as these characters. Well, we'll use the Floating Eye. And you will have a better time with magic than defense and magic defense. And you got some good agility on you, too. So, you're taken care of. How about we put a Copper Gnome? Yeah, man, see? Got some good strength. And some good magic. And some good agility, but low on magic defense and defense. So, yeah. Oh boy, I'm never gonna get that out of my head. Just the stacks of those characters and such. But let's fight as giants for right now, see how that goes. A Sleek Stone, okay. Looks like Chocochick found something. And it's a potion inside that rock crevice of some type. Oh! So we're gonna fight in our big forms now.
I won't hold back.
Which I don't think we could have fought in our big forms to begin with. Or giant forms. But we do get a lot of attack power out of that. And our hit points increase by a vast margin as well. Alright, so they're mincemeat.
No trouble at all.
That wasn't so bad.
Alright, we have a level up for the Floating Eye and the Copper Gnome. Okay. Sounds pretty plausible. But I might as well learn their abilities while I have the chance, right? So, let's go to the Mirage boards. Actually learn their... actually learn what they have in store. So, Hypnosis inflicts sleep, which is the only thing we can actually learn at this time, since it is connected to Floating Eye right now, but it did learn Hypnosis, so it's all good. How about for the Copper Golem? You'll never take me alive, coppers! Can throw stone, protect, and has accuracy plus. So it looks like we can only throw stone right now, so okay. At least we learned those abilities. And has a sleek stone reflected in its eyes, so we'll give it the sleek stone. And we can move forward. And Rain, would you stop running around, please? It's not gonna hurt you. And I guess we can use that to jump down if we need to, but, yeah, before we do that, just grab what's in that treasure chest and then we'll come back over here. And then we'll descend. Can we jump back up? No, we cannot jump back up. Alright.
Are you kidding me? Mirages can stack too?
Yep, you're not the only ones who get way the stronger when you're piled up.
Yeah,
Do their abilities change when they're stacked too, then?
Afraid so. Which means somebody needs to stop underestimating the enemy before he finds himself up to his neck in some...
Okay.
At least he knows the warning's meant for him.
Yeah. Shake. But we're very resistant towards it, and looks like somebody is poisoned like crazy. Who got poisoned? I know it's Rain, but, still. Let's use the antidote that's on Big Stack.
There.
Yeah, so she was poisoned. Alright. You're not down for the count yet? Oh, wow. But you do attack hard. That's for sure. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, she does lose hit points, or they lose hit points when they try to act without getting healed. I will say that this game's technical performance, or its performance within the character models, are great, but they should have done lip syncing for when the characters speak in English, as well as when they're, you know, after they completed battles and that kind of stuff, because not doing that for this game, I kind of feel that's being a bit too lazy, if you ask me, personally. At least the poison doesn't stay, so that's good news. As Rusty says in Twister, well, there's some good news. Of course, I wouldn't even make a "it's the extreme" type of quote from Twister.
What's this for?
It's a strange switch that the response to mirages. The mirages you imprisoned inside these caves should be able to help you out.
Okay, those puzzle switches. Puzzle switches, like the one you see here, respond to the mirages you stack on top of them. You'll need to use mirages with the right combined weight and elemental resistance to solve them. But once you do, the switches will trigger changes in the environment and help you proceed. Most switches can be solved using mirages that lurk nearby, so if you find yourself stuck, try hunting around in the same dungeon for new mirages, okay? Okay, stack mirages on the puzzle switch. Switch conditions, the weight must be 5 or greater, and earth resistance is 50 or greater, so I think we have one that actually fits that. And that is going to be a mini golem. And we'll need a medium-sized one too, which is a copper gnome. Okay, activate. Yeah, there goes that switch. So the switch is completed, and now that will make us a bridge. Okay, good to know. Very unique little mechanic there for this game. And I'm saying unique in a very good way, mind you.
New path. Check out that switchcraft.
Yep, Now we know which way to the go.
Whichever one of you thinks you're being clever is about to get a knuckle sand switch.
Oh, Jesus.
Did I
Just get owned?
I'm the raising the white flag here.
Oh my gosh, the puns are incredible. Like I said.
Hey, Tama, weird question. How come all this really useful, well-presented information keeps popping into our heads?
Okay, so here's another one. We'll do the same thing again. We need not the Mandragora. Or is Mandragora okay? I guess Mandragora is okay. But we'll actually do this. And we'll activate. And they're very earth-resistant type of creatures. Okay, so that actually worked. I'll be darned.
Dude, really? And here I thought I was some kind of super genius coming up with all the answers on my own.
I hate to break it to you, but you will never be that person.
I know. It's so sad.
It's so sad, Bad Dad. Oh, an Earth Hammer. We can actually bring that to the guard over in Cornelia, and then we should be able to get our prize. And objectives met. Best helm in the realm.
Whoa, hey now, come on. You don't have to look that broken-hearted when you say it.
Well, that's just your sister there, Lon. She's more of a Debbie Downer than you are, man.
Here we go!
Yeah, we got this.
We do. We got this! Woohoo! So, let's pick a fight. Abilities, let's see. Take out the mini golem, the Whisper Wind, and it's pretty weak towards that. But we do get a restoration of hit points. I couldn't be any more happier. And we're very resistant since we do have the Copper Golem at our side to resist Earth-based attacks. So that's all good. So stacking Mirages on top of you, or being stacked on top of the larger ones, will give you advantages and disadvantages depending on the situation. Alright. So let's go ahead and use that Whisper Wind ability again. Use it on the Copper Golem. And it's pretty weak towards that too. And we managed to clean its clock.
Good job.
We cleaned its clock. It got sand switched, if you want to say it in that context for Rain. Oh, this game's use of puns is just remarkable. Okay, so which Mirage is actually... maybe Sylph. This time. Yes, we can increase agility. And subdue non-lethal neutral physical damage. Okay. So, we got some more agility for you there, Rain. None for Tama at this point. That Copper Gnome, did it level up too? No, it... Oh, yes it did. We can actually learn to Accuracy Plus, so we actually have more accuracy. So that way, we don't miss our attacks on foes. Which is all good. Okay, so... Not enough skill points. Oh, okay, we can cycle the character. I forgot about that. And we can learn Cure, finally. Okay. We'll definitely need that if we're gonna need to restore the hit points of our characters. Floating Eye? Okay, Floating Eye's all good. What about Mini Golem? Mini Golem actually learn a new ability. There's... Oh, yes! Raise hit points. Okay. I'll gladly take that. Or we could have rose our strength, but we already rose our strength for... Lon there, so I think we should be good for now. Now let's make tracks and make our way back and go up this path. We don't want to topple our stacks, that's for sure. Okay, so we can't get access that way because we do need some sort of ability to actually break down that rock, which I don't think we have. And I think we're about to... yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, that's not the good. This is called a threshold.
Threshold.
Mirages create them to mark their territory. When you see a threshold, you better watch out because the mirages inside are extremely powerful. And the worst part, if you cross it and lose a fight the inside, I can't use my powers to rewind time and extricate you.
No extrication? Guess we'd better be extra careful then.
Anyway, it sounds like we better go in fully prepared.
You're either like Chugga Conroy,
Sure.
or you're like Carlos from the Magic School Bus, who always has witty puns to say. Beware the thresholds. Powerful mirages can create their own spheres of influence known as thresholds. Tama can't rescue Rain and Lon from defeat while inside an enemy threshold. To put it simply, losing a battle against these powerful enemies equals instant game over. Remember to save your game and get prepared before entering a threshold. Another thing to note, powerful mirages bind themselves to their thresholds, which means that a mirage inside its own threshold can't be imprisoned. However, defeat a mirage will cause its threshold to shatter, so the next time you encounter it, you might just be able to imprison it. Okay, good to know. And customize your shortcuts. Not happy with the button shortcuts you see in battle? Just select abilities from the game menu. Abilities are assigned to buttons automatically as you acquire them, but at some point you will need to take the reins and customize your shortcuts. Okay. Let's save. Never mind. Let's configure our shortcuts there. Abilities. Where's our shortcuts? Targeting in the basic. No, not that one. Shortcuts. Customize your shortcuts. Okay. Select abilities from the game menu. Okay, so underneath items. Oh, the abilities from the game menu, and then we'll select our shortcuts. Oh, okay. So, I see. Oh. Do that for you. Okay, so now we've did our shortcuts here. So how about we go ahead and save at this part, and hopefully we're good enough to take on this boss. I hope. But it's okay, we saved our progress, and I guess I know who we are going to go up against in this part of the cave.
What the honk?
Yeah.
Be careful!
Yep. The Eidolons. Shiva, Ramu, and Ifrit. They look well designed for being cartoonish.
I expected some foolhardy adventurer with a terminal case of curiosity.
Is that Ian McKellen? I wouldn't be surprised if that was Ian McKellen actually doing the voice of, you know, Ramu there, but probably not.
Ah, the half-pints. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met? That's not our names!
I think he just means hello. Oh, and for the record, he happens to be a half-wit and a half-pint.
You haven't changed a bit.
Huh? What's so funny?
Oh, you're having a lawn moment. Guess I'll just add this one to the pile.
Wait, what pile? There's a pile?
Apparently, we've met the three of you before, although we don't remember it.
You do not remember us?
No.
Really? No wonder they haven't summoned us.
Then our course of action is clear. We must ensure the pecking order is pecking in the right order. If you seek to command the three of us again, then demonstrate your strength now or else be destroyed!
Hold now. Why must you two always let the blood rush to your head?
Yeah, listen to the old man.
What do you mean?
Would you just look at them? These are not the Mirage Keepers we knew.
Hi.
You're right. They do look rather... How do I put it?
Put what?
Mon does set the bar low.
Like Limbo the Barlow.
Huh? Ah, I see.
See what?
Very well. What say we pit them against just one of us to keep things nice and fair?
Agreed then. Go on. Choose from among us and choose wisely.
Choose for what?
Time certainly has not made you any more clever.
Well, because they lost their
What I'm
memories.
trying to say is, the two of you are no match for all three of us at once. Which means...
Right, I get it. Thanks. Now, let's see.
Huh? Wait, get what?
Okay, so we're gonna have to fight one of them, and I guess whoever we fight is gonna be our Eidolon for a vast majority of this game. But do we want ice, lightning, or fire? I guess... But I guess, well, then again, we can't actually capture them. But if we fought them again, then we can capture them as our prisms or prismariums. Or our mirages or whatever. Who cares?
Choose me! I know you've missed it. Step now into the searing embrace of my hellfire!
Yep, begin the fight with Ifrit. We'll see how this goes. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my ass handed to me.
Careful! He looks like he's all muscle.
All right! Let's turn up the heat!
I think he's got that part covered.
Okay, so... Can we at least learn from Ifrit about what he has on him? Okay, so it's pretty resistant against fires. That we already established. And it is unimprisonable. And we do have the heal ability from Chocochek. So I think we should be able to use it. So use abilities. But don't use Foxfire, whatever you do. Okay, so how about we throw some stones at you? Ooh, yeah, we'll have to be careful throughout this fight. We can channel wind. Okay, we can actually do this. And restore our hit points that way, too. You know, in case we're ever in a bind. Ooh, we criticaled it. Good work. This boss is gonna be mincemeat. Yeah, this looks to be a pretty simple boss fight. But we can't get it to sleep, so... Well, just keep attacking it. You know, and if things all go bad, then we can always just restore hit points. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to... Let's get some... Let's restore our health there a little bit. Okay, good. And we'll be back in attacking fashion. In great strides. Oh boy. Hopefully this doesn't hurt us quite immensely. If it does, nope. Okay, so I think we're good right there. So, but at least we can actually use the Whisper Wind ability. We'll actually get some health back. Yeah, or Rain at least. And it looks like this boss is about to go down. It's limping. There we go. But then it's probably going to ask us to fight the others too. Possibly. So, anyway, use some potion. Use a potion on you. Are you about down for the count? Yeah, it looks about down, for sure. What? We missed? What did we miss? Well, at least use fire on us, so... At least you're gonna do the finishing blow. Yeah. Nope, that wasn't the finishing blow yet. That's the finishing blow. Alright.
Alright.
Ifrit, you're down for the count, but I think you're gonna belong to me. So, Rain and Lon didn't level up yet, but everybody else, they managed to get in a good level or two. So we did get 300 gil out of that, and an Arma Gem and a Mega Phoenix. Okay. Or 3 Arma Gems.
Enough. I have seen my fill for one day.
That was fun, for what it was.
A shame the two of you have so much growing up to do.
Quiet, you! I'm a Hulk waiting to happen.
So long, we shall meet again.
Well, our paths may cross before you know it.
Bye-bye for now.
So, one of them is not obtained as Eidolon.
What's this?
A Prismarium, duh.
I know it's a Prismarium, dummy.
You didn't manage to imprison those tough mirages, but it looks like they gave you this Prismarium from the same tribe as a consolation prize.
Oh, so like some of their own, from their own tribes.
I guess we made the grade then.
Which Prismarium? Freet Prismarium, so one of Ifrit, I assume. Oh, yes. So, a tyke with the flare of flames. His horns get frequent compliments. Wears a warm scarf despite basically being on fire. Okay, so I guess if we transfigure this all the way through, it will actually grow into Ifrit all the way at the top, I think. So that's why it's called Freet. But I like the name though, so we'll just stick with that. Transfiguration. Transfiguration, or transfigging, is an act of changing into a more powerful mirage or changing back again. A mirage gets to keep all spaces it has unlocked in all of its mirage boards. This means, for example, that a Chocochick you transfig into a Chocobo yourself will potentially be more powerful than a Chocobo you imprison in the wild. A Mirage can transfig into any form and size you've unlocked, but there's one catch. You can only do this from the Prism case. If you're not anywhere near a gate or a save crystal, you can call Seraphy with the Seraphone to access the case. Okay. And unique abilities. Just so you know, some Mirages have unique abilities that aren't shared between transfigged forms. A perfect example would be Tama's secret weapon, the Super Fox Dimensional Tama Beam. And an asterisk does not actually exist. Wait. Well, what if the Tama Beam did exist? Is that what you want? A sidekick with eye lasers? Eye lasers that would eradicate all foes. Eye lasers that would burn her cute little retinas. Eye lasers that would be exceedingly painful. Shame on you, wishing for that. Let's look into getting Tama a tail laser instead. Okay. Sure. But I wanted some eye lasers so I can be like Cyclops from the X-Men.
The mirages of the nebula have been set free. And once again, time resumes its march.
A masked woman is watching us. But no, we did not meet Warrior of Light in here.
Make our way back to Cornelia before the Bahamutians get any funny ideas.
We gotta go all the way back.
Yes.
To Ninewood Hills right then now if you want to.
Huh?
Now that the boss has been bested, I can make you an exit gate right here and now.
All right, sounds good. Oop, ta-da!
It'll take you back to Ninewood Hills, and from there, Cornelia's easy.
Thanks to the buzz cut. I remember.
You don't get shortcuts much shorter than a buzz cut. Wait! Unless you buzz the buzz cut, and then the one have you got?
I think at that point, you call it a bald cut.
Yep, a bald cut. And I think that's the end of Chapter 3 right there. So, I think we're going to go over to Ninewood Hills, and then we'll call off this episode. And there are no treasure chests around here, so I think we can go ahead and exit out of here if we wanted to. Can we exit? Or do we... Oh, yeah, Ninewood Hills. So we'll go ahead and we'll exit back. And then we'll make our way back to...
Just head back to your room in Ninewood Hills whenever you want
back to Cornelia from here.
HP. While we're there, we should stop by Chocolate's and stock up on items.
Yeah, we'll see any new items that she's got on hand. Probably she has some more that we can obtain. But we'll do that next time. But for now, I think we're at a good spot to where we can stop for today.
It's so pretty. Oh, those are called Mirajules.
Mirajules.
They're specialty items made by isolating a Mirage's abilities. If either the one of you equips them, you'll be able to wield whatever the abilities they hold. The right Mirajules with the right stack can make for a powerful combination.
Well, thank you. It's good to know that. Alright, let's go ahead and rest up in here for now. So, we didn't even get to meet our champion this time around, or our champion summons. But, you know, I think we'll save that for next time when we play through this again. And the next time when we do this, we'll go back to Cornelia and let Princess Sarah know of our progress, and maybe we'll meet Warrior of Light then. Possibly. But let's go ahead and save our progress while we're at it. Let's go back to Silver Park. Still, very funny how they named Silver with S-Y-L-V-E-R instead of S-I-L-V-E-R, or else that would be too easy. So if we save our progress here, we'll just call it quits for this episode. And I promise you we'll actually make the next episode after this a lot longer than usual. But I would go longer, but I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening because I do need to get up early in the morning and go to work at 6 in the morning. So this is all you'll see me do for today. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. I hope you all had a fun time, and I appreciate the one or two of you who actually came out to say hi. And it was very nice for you to pop in. And if you have not seen this live stream yet, don't you forget that it will be archived, and you can actually view it to your heart's content if you missed out on it, and see what all we managed to view and what all fun that I managed to have while actually enjoying the story for what it is so far. And yes, I am enjoying World of Final Fantasy so far for what it is, and definitely am going to be putting in a lot more playtime in it. Hopefully a lot more before Final Fantasy 15 releases at the end of this month. And then I'll be focusing all my time on that when I have a week off work, since that will be my week vacation. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed what you watched, and if you like what you saw, then be sure to hit that like button or that thumbs up button to like this video, as well as leaving your comments down in the comments section below. Also, you can share this video and favorite it to your heart's content so you can watch it all over again. And if you like what you saw and you like the content I do, then be sure to hit that subscribe button underneath this video or live stream or on my channel, as more support from you guys will mean that more content is coming onto my channel that you're not going to find anywhere else, whether it be reviews, retrospective episodes, you know, like the ones I'm doing for the Final Fantasy retrospective, and also 2 cents videos, you know, that are opinion piece videos, and even live streams like this, then yeah, you're going to find that content you're not going to find anywhere else. So anyway, guys, you all have a good remainder of your day. Have a great day for those of you who are living on the other side of the world, and I will be seeing you tomorrow for when we do another episode toward World of Final Fantasy on the PlayStation 4. This is Double RPG signing off, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out, and take care, my friends.